Welcome back to Are We Still Friends?
Thanks for having me.
You're here permanently.
I know.
Thanks for being here.
Oh, Aleena, thanks for being here too.
I like your no makeup look.
Like, I put on all the makeup I have, but it obviously looks...
No, you're wearing different makeup. Yes.
No, this is the makeup I wear every single time I come here.
No, it's not.
I did my hair.
You've done something. No,
I
skipped something.
I'm telling you.
It looks way like just naturally, just like you have no makeup on.
I don't. Well, I don't have face makeup on, but I obviously have like...
Mascara doesn't count.
Well, I have mascara and I have eyeshadow on.
I think the eyeshadow came off.
Oh, shit.
There's no eyeshadow.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's usually like a glowy bronze on here. Like it's not there.
Okay. Maybe, sometimes I feel like by the time I put makeup on in the morning, by the time I get here, it's all gone.
Yeah.
Like,
which
what's
is
up with
weird.
makeup?
Like, what is the element? Are the elements just winding it off?
I'm in a vehicle and I'm
Windows down?
Windows up.
Okay.
I have a thing about driving with your windows down on the freeway. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Well, you know why I don't? Why don't you?
Because obviously you're driving fast, windows down. There's no need. You look ridiculous.
Oh, okay. I do it because I'm worried that a rock is going to fly in and pierce my skull. Like, it could happen. Like, anything could fly out and bounce into the car.
Well, do you ever drive with your windows down then? Or is that just a fear in general?
And I feel like on a slow street, I will. But on a freeway, I will if it's like this big and a rock can't fly in. You don't think about this?
No, I don't think of a rock piercing my skull.
Or like a piece of glass. Come in. It's done.
I mean, yeah, I have intrusive thoughts 24/7, but they aren't freeway intrusive thoughts. Like, I don't. No, I don't think about what will happen if
I make you giggle. Like, this is
Does anyone really in their right mind have their windows rolled down on the freeway? You never see it. Like, would you do this if you didn't think you were going to die?
I bet you Alex has
all the
windows
time.
down.
I drove the entire way here windows down.
Were you on a freeway?
Yeah.
I could see you doing it.
Yeah.
I could see Alex doing it specifically.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
In his car with his look, he's going for windows down. In your car.
In my car.
But it's also like, if I do it in my car, it's a no. It's specific to a car.
I don't think my car looks like a sexy car. With
Exactly.
Windows down.
Exactly.
Sexy cars, windows up.
Sexy car is always windows up.
Oh, okay.
If you have a car like us, if you're riding the way we're riding,
you
cannot put your windows down.
No.
But Aleena, I mean, she'll die if she puts her windows down, apparently.
You might. You got to be careful.
Okay, and this is the only time in your life where you think something's going to fly at you at fast velocities and kill you.
No, I mean, I think about it many times.
Okay. Anyways, we got to talk about the ways that we don't think we're going to die. Can we talk about... Oh, wait, we want to read the poem.
I thought I saw something fly.
I feel like Aleena should read the poem because she's a better reader than I.
Please.
No, Alex should read it.
Okay.
Right?
Just like that.
So we can fall asleep.
Okay. The past couple weeks.
Whoa. You got Pop-Tarts in your mouth.
Sorry.
Well, you're also raw dogging this poem. Like,
No, I was just introducing it. That wasn't the start.
Okay.
The past couple weeks we've talked about.
Take your sip.
You're gargling over there, Alex. Don't take another sip. You already took your sip.
Oh. Okay.
We should just skip this whole poem.
Yeah, we should skip.
Okay.
I feel like, okay.
The past couple of weeks, we've had people. You're rolling your eyes at me introducing the poem like you want it.
It's too long. It's like get to the poem now.
Don't you want like a big hubbub? This is the first poem somebody's written about you.
Okay, when you get me, it's not right, but when I get you. Okay, go.
So the past couple of weeks, the girls have been complaining about the lack of poems that have been written about them. And we had a bunch of very sweet submissions, comments all over the YouTube as well as the Patreon. But one stood out from Desiree.
That sounded like a poem in itself.
I know.
You
like, wow, you've been talking to Des?
I took notes up from her. But here's how it goes. Hello, I have a question. Are we still friends? I'll be really sad if this podcast ends. Marriage, motherhood, and high school flashbacks. For an hour on Tuesdays, I get time to relax. Almost a fever dream, not quite a mirage. Thank you, Aleena, Sarah, and your entourage. Dear Alex, Kate, and Preetha too, this podcast would be nothing without you. Sharks, soccer, rabies, and more. Can't wait to see what else is in store. Hello? Are you there? Are we still talking? The bonus episode is where I'll be flocking. Every week after the main, exclusive content is what you'll gain. If you're looking for Tuesdays to be filled with fun, check out Are We Still Friends? It's second to none. What a poem.
Oh my God.
I'd marry Des.
Bravo. I have
Beautiful.
goosebumps.
Me
under
too. I
here.
feel like I was blushing the whole time. Like I feel red, honestly.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm going to put that in poem form. Like, like pretty text.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Post
yeah.
that on AWSF.
Yeah.
Because that deserves,
that deserves its time to
book.
shine. I know.
I agree. Yeah. That was
Thank you.
Thank you.
She paused the episode to finish writing that poem. She took time. Look at her taking time out of her day.
Wow. It would have taken me 8 hours.
I know. I would have had a couple drafts of that.
Yeah.
I had to, get it spell checked. But
Yeah.
you could see how I spelled one thing on our page today.
Okay.
Anyways.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Thank you for everyone else who wrote poems.
Yes.
They were very cute. There was a lot of shade to Alex in some of them.
That's fine. I can take it.
I can't.
Yeah, they knew.
I appreciate it.
I
actually.
always like to say I can dish it, but I can't take it. So just
No,
like,
you don't say that.
Oh, I say it to my sister who disses me. So I'm
You
like,
say that you can't take it.
oh, I do say that? I'd let people know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
I-
very, very, yeah.
I can't take it. I dish it, but I cannot take it. Okay.
Okay.
I love a nice diss. It's fun.
Only, yeah.
Yeah. I just have to say, pour one out. She's got one little speck of gold left.
Woo woo! Here we go. Longest
Yeah.
running nail polish in the game.
Toga is going to be done very soon. Okay. Japan.
Yes. Edge of seat.
Okay. Where do I begin?
I guess from the beginning.
Okay. So this was a really funny story. It's not even a story. It's a sentence. You know how I always say I get startled easily?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So we're sitting on the plane. Okay. And I have my headphones on. I'm like in my own world. Okay. And Noel reaches over to tap me.
Yeah.
And I go, woo! And he just looks at me and he goes,
For all the listeners, she's making an exhausted face.
like, he's just like,
Come on.
are you fucking for real? There's no way that scared you. And I was like, oh my God. I felt so ridiculous. Like on an airplane to just
Obviously.
scream.
How far into the flight was this?
Like 30 minutes.
So it's like you're not really sleeping. You're just like
No.
listening to whatever you're
Just
listening
wasn't
to.
expecting.
Yeah. A tap from
Yeah,
your husband.
And I just felt so silly because the scream was like, "Ah!"
So everyone heard you. And
Yeah.
everyone was looking at
Yeah.
you.
But like on a plane, everything's just like, so like, did they really hear me?
Oh, yeah. Everyone heard and noticed.
Okay. Okay, I had some notes. Okay. I got a massage on a day.
I'm excited for you.
Okay. It was the best massage I've ever had in my life. The best. Okay.
Okay.
But at the very end, they like massaged my head. She massaged my
Oh, I
head.
love a little extra scalp massage.
And they had asked, like, do you want us to really focus? Because they like had asked, and I said I got migraines, and they're like,
Yeah.
do you want us to focus on your head? And I was like, no. And they're like, so you don't want us to touch your head? And I was like, well, you could touch it, but just like you don't need to focus on it.
Doesn't mean, yeah.
Yeah. So she rubs my head. I'm like, I'm feeling good. I'm like, damn, this is the best massage I've ever had in my life. She goes on my scalp and she does this thing where she like pushes on it, you know, like just like a little pressure point. But this lady pushed so hard. I was like, at what point do I stop her? Because I felt like my skull was gonna crack. Like,
my God.
the pressure that she put on the one part in the center.
Yeah.
She was like, and like it wasn't malicious. She was super like knew what she was doing, but it was an excessive amount of pressure. an excessive amount of pressure.
How long did you last? Did you say anything?
No. I was like, it's going to be over any second. There's no way she's going to keep putting pressure. There's no way. God. And she kept going. I think she did like 10 seconds of pressure and it got increasingly more and more. So bad that my whole head was throbbing.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I left and I go, everyone's like, oh, how was the massage? I'm like, it was the best massage of my life. But at the end, she pushed way too hard in the middle of my head and I couldn't say anything. And now my head hurts. And then, like a dummy, I put on the form, best massage of my life. Like, give this girl a raise.
Right.
Because it was so good. And then all I was thinking was, what if I have a concussion? Oh my God. What if I am seriously injured from this massage? No one is going to believe me in court.
Because you wrote.
Because I wrote,
give this girl a raise.
Lady has given me one of the best massages of my life. It's not going to add up. I should have said something about the pressure. Right?
Right.
And so I'm going about the rest of the day and I keep talking about it because I'm like, at some point, I'm like, I may even need to call my mom. I don't know why that's so funny.
I'm so sorry. I just like love the idea of it being like, I don't know what else to do. I gotta call my mom.
That's the highest level of.
I'm so hurt, but the only thing that's gonna fix this is like if I call my mom and tell her, she's gonna give me the instructions that I need to follow.
She's gonna tell me like if I need to be concerned, if I need to go to the hospital or whatever. So my head is throbbing, and I'm like, you guys, I know it's like it was a really good massage, but my head is throbbing. It hurts so bad. I'm at this point, I'm start to worry that I have now developed like a baby soft spot on the top of my brain, like, and there is no more skull up there.
Like you have a soft spot now, like a baby.
I'm like, and I've obviously seen TikToks about the soft spot. Yeah. And I'm like, well, now I feel like either I had one or
she pressed it.
And she pressed the button, or I developed one and I no longer have bone up there because of how hard she pressed. Oh my God. The holidays are here, which is perfect timing for today's sponsor, OneSkin. You all know how much we love our skin, and with the revolutionary OS1 peptide, you can attack skin at the source and wrap out 2023 with the gift of glowing, healthy skin for you or even your loved one.
I hope I'm your loved one.
You are.
Okay.
And for a limited time, I'll tell you what, our listeners can enjoy an exclusive 15% off OneSkin products using the code STILLFRIENDS at checkout at oneskin.co.
This holiday season, give yourself and your loved ones a head start on New Year's resolutions to swap your skincare for skin longevity, baby.
Skin longevity is so important, and it's not talked about enough. That's why we're so excited that OneSkin has just launched their mini bundles,
which include face and eye topical supplement, body lotion, and cleanser, which all come in a very cute travel bag. I've been to dry climate before, and I felt like my skin aged 10 years in one day. We've all been there. If you're traveling this winter, OneSkin has your mini skincare essentials covered.
Or if you're looking for a gift, OneSkin's mini bundles are great stocking stuffers for your friends and family, and they'll forever be in your debt. Well, why do we love OneSkin? If you've been around, you know why. It's because their products are powered by a groundbreaking peptide, OS1, which is the first ingredient scientifically proven to prevent the accumulation of senescent or zombie cells. These cells, if you didn't know, they're the primary reason why our skin begins to age or why skin health declines overall. The OS1 peptide has been lab proven to slow down skin aging. It's science. They do this by reducing the number of senescent cells by up to 50%, giving you that healthy glowing skin that you've always dreamed of. Like Sarah mentioned, the holidays are full of travel. Has anyone ever felt moist or hydrated after getting off a plane? Well, some. Alex is looking at me. Some might. I guess some might. Okay, but I haven't. And when I start my skincare routine with OneSkin, I know that I'm doing more than just hydrating the surface. Thanks to the OS1 peptide, I'm going deep.
OneSkin is the world's first skin longevity company. OneSkin addresses the skin's health at a molecular level, targeting the root causes of aging so skin feels and appears younger.
It's time to get started with your new routine, giving you healthy, hydrated, radiant skin for your face, eyes, and body, all at a discounted rate today.
New customers get 15% off with the code STILLFRIENDS at OneSkin.co. That's 15% off at OneSkin.co with code STILLFRIENDS.
The new year is approaching. Now is the best time to invest in your skin. Start good habits with your skin early and age healthy with OneSkin. Imagine going to get this massage and now your brain is throbbing for 24 hours after.
24 hours?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Okay, so did you call your mom?
No, she still doesn't know it
I
happened.
was listening.
You're such a warrior.
No.
Oh my God.
I need a medal.
That sucks so hard, and I'm always in those positions. I'm always in those positions of like, do I say something or do I just?
But then I was just like,
buff it out?
That was so dumb of me to write that it was the best massage I've had in my life, because if I end up getting seriously injured from this,
You're so screwed.
and I have to recount how it happened,
And there's
gonna be
actually
like,
a paper trail of you saying,
paper trail.
"Hey, I love this massage."
In court.
It's always going
that I'm
straight to
taking
court.
anyone to court,
But
but that's just
if you
where
had
my
to
mind
go
goes.
to court,
What serious injury would you have suffered from this?
Off brain spot,
like, yeah, death. We don't know.
concussion.
You
CTE,
can't get a concussion from that.
maybe.
How do you know?
She
You don't-
she could have a soft
You don't know
spot,
the
Alex.
pressure.
But concussions are caused by whiplash effect, like this.
That's how it felt.
Oh, I thought it was concussion was called by like
What
get hit
what
in the head.
injuries
Yeah,
can
but
be
it's
from
your-
pressure
your-
points?
It's your head swinging back and forth and your brain hitting your skull on the inside.
Maybe she pressed so hard that her brain bounced.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I gave you the
Like a
I
trampoline
gave
in
you
there.
the instructions, and you.
Well, what injuries can be caused from pressing on someone's skull?
I'll look it up.
And don't look up newborn, because I'm not that anymore.
Oh my God, Aleena. Okay, well, what? How was this early in the trip or the end of the trip?
The beginning.
Okay, so
Second
you
day.
started it out a little bit rough.
Yeah.
Did you go about your day with your head injury or your concussion?
Yeah, I did. I said, Noelle, you need to get a massage, but make sure they don't touch your head.
So he went in and he was like, "Do everything you're gonna
Unfortunately,
do."
they didn't have any times available.
Oh,
so
sucks for
he never
Noelle.
went in. But yeah, I was just like, just whatever you do, just write no head.
God, never would have thought. Because I always press extra scalp massage because I usually love it when they get their little fingers in there.
And I just thought, no one's ever told her that she's doing it too hard.
I know, and this could have been your time to shine. Best massage. Don't touch heads in the future.
Yeah, maybe. What does it say? What does it say? What kind of injuries can you get?
So can squeezing your head cause brain damage or concussion? Okay, no, this response is crazy. I'm not going to listen to that one.
Okay, well,
Well,
is
I
it
mean,
true? Is it true?
No. I don't understand where it's going, so I don't read it. It goes first, no. Second, I don't know your gender. So I don't know.
It's going down a dark
Yeah,
path.
I don't want to listen to this guy's
Yeah.
response. I don't think that has anything to do with it. If your head is squeezed hard, most crushing skull injuries cause severe bleeds as blood vessels are crushed under the weight of the skull
Blood vessel.
There were vessels popped.
in your brain.
For sure. If she was pressed that hard.
You know what I love? Sarah on one spectrum was like laughing her ass off at me, and now she's like, yes, you were hurt.
If someone squeezed your head hard enough to cause brain damage, that means they squeezed your head hard enough to fracture your skull.
That's what it
could have
felt
been
like. It felt like I was on a hairline fracture train.
How was she pushing? Was it like,
It was like
What, like-
this.
like
It was
a-
like this. So she was behind me, right?
oh yeah, she was, okay. Okay.
Maybe I should do this on the frog.
Yeah, do it on the frog.
Okay, so it was like she'd be like,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And then she's like,
Oh, double thumb press. Okay, we didn't say both thumbs. That obviously could be way more pressure.
All right. You're gonna hurt him. Somebody get her.
and then she let go.
Wow,
That was a
that felt like
long
30 seconds.
Time.
And what, like I have this image of you flailing your arms like, too much pressure. You know?
I was like, what point do I tell her? Oh, I guess maybe once my brain is fractured.
Were you like clenching your fists in pain?
No, I was
You're just like,
you know, when you go through
like
those
nails
things,
on a
you're like, oh,
chalkboard?
it's about to be over, so like, don't make a big deal out of it. But then it kept going. I'm like,
It's about to be over.
It's about to be over. There's no point. And it's like Japanese culture, like they like really like she kept like asking how everything was. So I didn't want to.
And up to that point, it was great.
Yeah, I didn't want to tell her that was too much because I think it would have ruined her day.
she was just checking in on you. Like,
I know, but like, when people ask and like you just never say, like, how is this pressure? And you're like, good.
I guess for like a haircut, because there's like nothing they can do about it. But while she's like squeezing your skull,
But she wasn't asking.
That was a
at
10
point.
second.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, she was asking throughout.
I gotcha.
So I was like, okay, she's like, she really cares.
Gotcha.
And it was the end. I didn't want to. I didn't want
to
her
end
to
on a bad
feel
note.
like, yeah, she just gave this great massage, and then I'm like,
she killed somebody.
Then I'm like, but then I was also like, am I being dramatic? But I'm like, someone else needs to feel this pressure because honestly, it's kind of hurting right now that I even talk about it.
You can feel it.
I can't.
Oh my God.
Yeah. If you're here, it's because you're here. And we couldn't get to some crazy drama that we talk about in the bonus. Hoodie girl drama.
Crazy.
Ariana Grande drama.
Always crazy.
We give our thoughts, and they're pretty intense.
Yeah.
They're pretty intense. And we have a long, heated discussion. We go for 45 minutes.
It was shocking. I thought it was 5 minutes.
Yes. But catch us there at patreon.com/AWSF pod for the bonus. We'll be there every week, but we just wanted to fill you in because like we get so deep into Japan that we don't.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit. Spoiler alert. We got to bleep that. We get so deep into it. I feel like the coffee is like really hitting right now, but we get so deep into it that we don't want you to miss it.
No.
So join us there. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Anyway.
So Japan started out great, and then what did the next day bring?
I have to kind of recap here because I was like 20 minutes on my massage. Okay. Japan is an insane place to go. Huge, like an insane culture shock for us.
Ooh.
Okay. Number one, there's all these unspoken rules that them as a society follow that are not by law.
Ooh.
So like you take like a Singapore, or Malaysia, by law, you can't chew gum there.
Yeah. Even I know that.
There are no laws.
What?
Yeah, you can't chew gum
Yeah,
there.
because they don't want any trash.
Huh.
So
Good idea.
it's a good idea. It makes sense. But in Japan, and maybe I don't know this, but like there's no one enforcing any of these rules that they're doing. It's just all a very unspoken cultural, like we just abide by these things.
Okay.
So like no one's going to stop you if you do it. You'll get some dirty looks, but it's not enforced by the law is what I'm trying to say. So that's why it's even more impressive to me that everyone follows it. There's an unspoken rule on the sidewalks. Everyone going one direction walks on one side and everyone going the other direction walks on the other side. So like when you walk into into just a sidewalk, you kind of have to weave through traffic to get to your side.
Oh, wow. What if somebody walks on the other side? Like
You just kind of get looks like, what are you doing?
Get on
here?
your side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
If you know how to pay attention to social cues, you can pick up on like, I'm a very like aware person. If you were a little aloof, you'd probably be like, I didn't notice I was doing something wrong.
Also, like Japan seems, in my mind, also I've only seen pictures. I'm thinking of Tokyo, right? It seems like there's so many people, like more so than New York City, which I feel like is a ton of people.
Yeah.
So
It's more people
I'm
in New
just
York,
picturing like a sea of people kind of like moving in unison.
14 million people in Tokyo.
Wow.
Whoa.
And there's like 9 million in New York.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everyone just does that. So like as soon as we walked out, like I noticed it and Noel noticed it and I was happy that we were both on the same page and he was like left, like
Get it out.
we were just like shot over.
Yeah.
And then like on the subways, they do have arrows, but everyone follows it. So it's like an arrow for going up and then an arrow for going down. And no one goes on the down going up and no one goes on the up going down. They just follow what the arrows say. But here people would walk whichever way they want. Well, if it was open, they'd just take the down.
Yeah.
Everyone follows these exact things. And then there's also this rule, and it's so smart, that you can't eat or drink
Where?
anywhere.
What?
Anywhere in public.
Whoa.
So no one is you can't drink and sip your coffee on a like leisurely stroll.
That's so.
You consume
so
your
you didn't
coffee.
see anyone drinking.
I did.
Okay.
And every time I saw someone with food out in public, they were a tourist.
Wow.
So no one, like if you get a drink and you're like, I want to walk and see the city.
Yeah.
You can't. You got to drink it where you're at. If you go to 7-Eleven to get
What
food.
about coffee?
Nope.
You sit at the cafe?
Yes.
So you have to
You sit
give
at the
yourself
cafe.
enough time to
Yes.
go and sit there.
Yes. And no one eats on the subway either. Everyone just eats where they get their food.
What were you about to say about 7-Eleven?
Like when you go to 7-Eleven, and you get like a bunch of snacks.
Yeah, to go and you're snacking.
Like you got to save them for your hotel room, or you eat them in the 7-Eleven. So there's like designated areas inside or outside the 7-Eleven to eat them.
Did they have like actual 7-Elevens there?
Yes, everywhere.
Like the like branded 7-Eleven.
Yeah,
That's wild.
branded 7-Elevens. Huh. So it's just insane. Like once I was there for a couple of days, I started paying attention to it, and I saw like someone walking around with drinks, and I thought, oh man, someone.
That's wild.
Look up. They're definitely not from here. And it's like, it makes sense because I think I saw 2 pigeons the entire trip. All the pigeons left Japan because they're like, there's nothing here. Yes. And I'm like, it makes sense. What?
It's just funny to think of like a pigeon family being like,
we gotta get out of
here. We gotta move to America for a better life. Like there's not enough food here.
But what?
There was 2 pigeons.
A great idea because there's so many people. Imagine.
Yes.
How
and you look at like a dirty alley.
Yeah.
And it's clean, and it's like their city is gonna look beautiful in 200 years. Yeah. But then you think about even us, like in America, like there's literally gum and trash
everywhere.
And like in New York, there's rats the size of dogs.
Oh, I know.
And it's just so crazy that it's not a legally enforced rule, yet everyone is like, yes, this makes sense. Like, let's not drink coffee in public because I might spill it, and then there's going to be ants, or there's going to be a stain, or whatever. Like, everyone just follows it. And it's like, it is inconvenient at times. I'm sure they want to eat on the subway, or they want to eat here, or they want to eat there. And they just don't. And it's like, it's just so impressive that they can do that. And I know that there's like, I learned towards the end of the trip, there's obviously like a very dark side to being, you know, so like by the book and strict. Mm-hmm. And it does affect their lives in negative ways as well. But just like as a foreigner, seeing how everyone just follows all these social cues unprompted almost, like they just respect it and they know it. A lot of it does make sense. It's like, yeah, you don't want a trash city. You want it to look good and clean. I saw one rat.
Oh, wow.
One rat. And it was the cutest freaking rat I've ever seen.
Basically a mouse.
It was literally this big.
Oh, that is cute.
And I was like, crazy that there's even a rat here, given everything I've seen. But of course, it's going to be like the cutest, tiniest rat. Yeah, 2 pigeons I saw. I took pictures of the pigeons because I was like,
shocked.
What are they eating?
Did you stay kind of in that city area for the most part?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Friends, listen up. Important information to follow.
We are going to drop a code that's going to give you free breakfast for life.
That is right. America's #1 meal kit, HelloFresh, is going to give our listeners free breakfast for life with code STILLFRIENDSFREE.
If you've been a friend of AWSF for some time, you know we've said the grocery store was my favorite activity. This fact does not hold true for the holiday time. The holiday store rush is insane. I need to spend this month shopping for gifts and sipping holiday drinks, not stuck in the checkout line. Sign up at HelloFresh and get everything you need to whip up a fresh, delicious meal delivered to your door. Just pick recipes, select a delivery date, and do other things on your holiday to-do list, knowing that dinner is on its way.
The holidays are wonderful, but they can also be filled with so much stress. If you want to take control of this hecticness, then start HelloFresh today and take some of that stress away in your kitchen. You get pre-portioned meals, less waste on excess food, and some nights you'll probably save money by skipping out on takeout. We all know takeout is expensive, and if you're doing it all the time, you'll end up craving a home-cooked meal. We do not need that stress in the midst of everything else you have going on during the holidays. America's #1 meal kit will help you have one less stress during this hectic season. That means more time for hot cocoa and snuggles and less time with recipes and grocery stores. We love HelloFresh, right?
Love it.
And we'd love if you gave HelloFresh a try by using our special code for AWSF listeners. Please go to HelloFresh.com/StillFriendsFree and use code StillFriendsFree for free breakfast for life. 1 breakfast item per box while your subscription is active.
That's right. For life.
If you missed it, that means free breakfast for life at HelloFresh.com/StillFriendsFree with our code StillFriendsFree. Thank you. So that was crazy. But there is an element of like, it does start to, because like I said, it does start to feel a little bit like, I can imagine being there. You wouldn't know any different, but like, it does feel a little bit confined, like strict in the sense that like all day, every day, I'm just like worried about like making sure I'm following all the right rules.
Yeah.
And I thought it was cool and I wanted to embrace it all. But at the same time, I can understand how like doing that indefinitely is very, and I think because I was so clearly a foreigner, I wanted to make sure I was like being respectful of everything. But I can see how like constantly living that way could like make you very repressed and stuff. And like there is an element where you're like kind of on eggshells because you don't want to like do anything wrong, or like disrespect anything. They have these egg sandwiches that I was told to try because they'll change your life.
Did it?
They changed my life.
Oh, okay.
They were insane. They were just like soft, fluffy clouds of bread with like perfect egg. And they were all from the convenience store.
I was going to say, is this from 7-Eleven?
The 7-Eleven has them, but Lawson's is another convenience store. And I think theirs are better. They're like known to be better.
And you ate your sandwich in the store?
Yeah. Yeah. Ate, drank everything in the store. And like, it just insane culture shock to go somewhere where like, you know, here everyone is doing whatever they want
at all times,
whenever they want at all times. And to see like just how different they all live. It's just so crazy. The other thing is like seeing a Caucasian person was like odd. And I've never experienced that. Like
you noticed them.
Yes.
Okay.
Just a huge culture shock of like, wow. Like usually I would say most places you go, at least here or like in Europe. I was just like, holy crap. Like they were like an eyesore in the crowd, you know, because there were not that many of them.
Yeah.
And
you can learn about cultures, right? But I feel like there's so many interesting nuances that would be so fascinating to learn about, like when you're there, just like socially how things are, like everyone following rules and like what are like those repercussions. Like I'm just so fascinated by places that are so drastically different and like how that creates a person, because people always talk about like nature versus nurture, right? And I love the discussion of that, just to like hear, you know, why people are the way they are. And so much of that is like, you know, how their parents raised them, or is that just who they are? And like, I think
it's culturally,
cultural.
like, it's all cultural. It's less.
And
like,
Japan's big. Like there's 14 million people. Like how is that? How do they feel impacted?
Yeah.
It's oh my God. I could literally like be absorbed, just like downloaded. Like I would love to have someone just kind of like read to me about the social culture of Japan.
No, but
anyone but Alex.
Quick explanation. Japan has 125 million. Tokyo had 14 million.
Yes.
Yeah. Just a correction.
Look at me knowing numbers.
Oh my God.
You were right. You're right.
But Sam and I got shooed out of a restaurant.
Cause why? It was closing?
It was open on Google. The sliding door was closed, and like there was someone in there, and we were like, let's just stand outside and like maybe they'll notice us. And then when we're like, what's the etiquette? Like, can we open the door? Can we not open the door? Like, it's a door, like we got to go inside. And then Google says it's open, and then we go to open it, and then we're like, we didn't look up how to say, are you open, before we came in here. So then we're like trying to say it, and then the lady's just like,
oh no.
And like we're just like, okay, goodbye. It was just like, it was just a very like, oh my God, we just got shooed out. I mean, she's just polite, but it was still like, oh,
so embarrassing.
Why?
But what's the level? Like, how many people would you say like could you interact with that spoke English, or like how did you get by with not knowing the language?
I think maybe outside of Tokyo it's a lot harder, but almost everyone knew, and like you just kind of point to things.
Oh, okay. And
it's like it's kind of easy, or like quickly just Google Translate.
Okay.
And like I think it
was easier than you. Okay.
Easier, yeah. And like we tried to choose things that like kind of had English menus or like had, but damn, I have one other thing. It's big drama. It's big drama.
What?
Okay. So obviously going there, I'm super excited
Yes.
for Hello Kitty.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
I go to this big Hello Kitty store. There's no stationery. Okay? They got egg cookers, they got toasters, they have, all kinds of stuff. But no stationery.
That does surprise me.
Pissed.
It does surprise
I'm
me.
pissed. I don't need
An egg cooker.
a Hello Kitty egg cooker, a
can't
Hello
pack
Kitty
that.
mascara.
No.
I need a Hello Kitty pen. Okay?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Stationery?
Not one.
No.
Not one pen?
No. Well, there was maybe a couple, but they weren't like the pens, like the ones that
The
were
original
clear
pens.
and like they had all kinds of stuff. Yeah, they were not those ones. Okay, so that was number one. I was like, whoa.
So did you buy
what has
anything?
happened? No.
Oh.
What has happened to Miss Kitty? Okay. Secondly, this is big drama, and I want you to Marianne this. What happened to Keroppi? He is not there anymore.
Thank God. He needed a break.
He is there in some aspects, but they don't like. Okay. Everywhere
I was
went.
expecting so much more drama.
That is drama. They've axed Keroppi
don't
from
need
the
him
world.
anymore.
He is top dog.
You don't even like frogs.
They would show everywhere that sold Hello Kitty stuff. There'd be a thing. There'd be a bag, and it'd have 6 characters. And guess what? Keroppi was nowhere to be found. On
Maybe
those
he's
things.
off on his own
Then
adventure.
I finally dragged us to this kids store that had a section for Pokemon, a section for Hello Kitty, and a section for Snoopy. Will was really into Snoopy. Go to the Hello Kitty section. Snoopy section filled up with shit. Okay? So much shit. Go to the Hello Kitty section. Nothing Keroppi. I find maybe one thing Keroppi out of the sea of everything else. All the other characters, but there's no Keroppi. What happened to him?
Maybe he has his own store.
No, did he have some big, is he canceled? What happened to him?
Alex?
He created a hostile work environment, and they
Axed him.
axed him. Keroppi's popularity peaked in 1990 when he ranked first place in the Sanrio Character Award, and he became more popular than Hello Kitty in Southeast Asia.
That's what I'm saying. I was on
So
that.
now he has his own store.
However, Keroppi's popularity went down in the late 1990s
What did he do?
he did something.
when he fostered a hostile work environment, and he was
Wait.
axed by Hello Kitty merchandising.
Wait, you're serious?
Yeah.
What do you mean he fostered a bad work environment? He's a frog.
Yeah, but they created a... all right, let me read it. They created a
Sarah,
show...
he's fucking with you.
No, I'm not.
That's what I mean.
No,
Alex,
I'm not.
He's serious. Look at
There,
that face.
there was a Hello Kitty animated show where it was not received well, where
Kate,
Keroppi was
not
like the
if
main
Alex
character.
is telling the truth.
Kate, there's
Kate,
no hostile
not.
work environment.
Okay, the real answer. There was...
What kind of work environment?
I was like trying to find the text when he was reading that. It sounded so professional.
I know, Alex.
Okay.
You got me.
Keroppi's popularity went down in the late 1990s, and there was almost no new merchandise in Japan. This prompted Sanrio to expand the license to the United States to keep selling Keroppi products there. So that's probably why they
got
exported
hit with
to us.
Keroppi.
Yeah. Japan was sick of him, so they're like, fuck it, we'll give it to
Keroppi's
him.
an expat?
Yeah.
Wow, they threw Keroppi on us.
Yeah.
Got
I
us
was
addicted.
on to something.
Yeah, so you were
No
right.
one else there was talking about it. I
Well,
mean,
what did
me
he
and
do
my
to
friends.
like get
But
X-nayed
I
from
was
all
like,
of Japan?
You guys, something is off. Something is a little fishy here. I'm noticing a lack of Keroppi, and Keroppi was massive. Where is he? How is there no Keroppi stuff here? I couldn't get it off my mind. It's on my notes.
Where is Keroppi?
What happened to Keroppi?
I guess we'll never know.
So he's here?
He's here.
He's here.
That's where he went.
Did you see any of these kind of products when you were in Japan?
Let me see.
For Hello Kitty?
Alex? No.
Did you see him though?
No. But like kind of cool.
For listeners, there's Hello Kitty condoms.
Where do you get those? Just ask him for a friend.
Do they make him Keroppi?
Keroppi. The answer is not in Japan. Maybe here.
So he
is gone. But
why did he go down in popularity?
There's no explanation.
Why-
I'll keep looking. I'll keep looking.
Yeah, what did he do?
Don't Google what happened to Keroppi.
Yeah, you can't be Marianning while
Yeah,
you.
I'm
There
trying,
can't be
I'm
two
trying.
Mariannes.
I just think it's I was very very disappointed.
Honestly, I'm more disappointed in you telling me that you had a lot of drama and that Keroppi was the drama. That's how
That
disappointed.
is big drama. That is your main franchise character.
He's not the main franchise character.
He peaked. He
was a
peaked.
side
He was
part.
more popular than Hello Kitty.
What?
That's what Alex just said. Do you not listen to the facts he says?
No, he didn't. He just said Keroppi was donezo and they
No.
shipped him off
No,
here.
he said
I'm
he
pretty
was
sure
more popular than Hello Kitty.
I'm pretty sure at one point.
Do you not listen?
You think that Hello Kitty like went to like the CEO and was like, "You gotta fucking axe this kid.
Yes.
Send him to America.
This motherfucker is hot shit. Get him out of my fucking spot."
Yes. She's like, I'm a human girl.
Yeah. The franchise is Hello Kitty.
Yeah.
Not Keroppi.
Yeah.
Bitch.
We're not in a frog business.
Yeah. This is a kitty human business.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my spot.
You guys, none of this took place.
Wait, yes, it
Yes,
did.
it did. Hello Kitty walked in the office with a bat and kneecapped Keroppi.
Frogs don't have knees. There's no way.
What is it saying?
What's the saying?
Yeah, no. Hello Kitty walked so Keroppi could run.
So Keroppi could hop.
Oh, that was good.
Thank you.
That was good. But he didn't hop too far.
He hopped all the way to America. He hopped all the way across
Oh my
the pond.
God.
He went across the pond. He went across the pond. So a little girl here could just fall in love and then go to Japan one day to try to find Keroppi.
No, and then realize that when I'm older, I absolutely despise frogs, but I was obsessed with Keroppi.
I know, that's so weird. Did you not register
I didn't know
that
that
he
he
was
was
a
a
frog?
frog.
Okay.
Yeah, he was just a cool little green guy.
Yeah. He is really cute. Okay, so that's a wrap on Japan?
I mean, what else is there to say? I mean,
Probably
just
so much.
I know there was probably a lot.
Frogs do have kneecaps, by the way.
I know, because they bend their knees to hop. It was the principle of the thing.
Any other questions? You know,
I'm going to put Japan on my list of places to go, things to see.
the food.
You know.
incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Well,
the
I
level.
asked you if you ever had pizza there, and you said no.
No, it was on our list, but everywhere there you have to reserve like months in advance.
Oh.
It's like an insane, and everyone waits in lines for everything.
Oh, God.
Yeah, people wait in line for ramen on their lunch. It's just super common.
How long is this line?
They could be some places are like 3 hours. But so maybe not on their lunch, but like
Okay,
people
I was
will
gonna
do
say.
it.
3
People will do it.
hours.
3 hours. We waited in line for like a lot of stuff.
You know what I was thinking about, speaking of lines, is like, you know how Disneyland has fast tracks? There should be fast tracks for everything. Like any line, there should be a fast track.
Oh yeah.
I guess you can do that with call
they
ahead.
Damn
it.
You know what we did in Japan?
What?
We were waiting in line at the ride, and it was like, I don't know, an hour and 20 minutes, and we didn't plan out like the fast passes or anything. They were all like gone. And it was
You cut?
no.
Did you cut?
No, it was an Emperor's New Groove ride.
You waited an hour and a half for
on.
Emperor's New Groove?
And she was justified in doing so.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Okay, you guys,
We were so
Please
excited
continue.
for it. And
don't be on the same
there
team
was
this episode.
There was a loop, a 360 loop where it went up and down. Well, so I was like, well, okay. So waiting in line, I'm like, 10, this is going to take a long time. And like, again, can't save spots in line. Like, can't do, like, there's a lot of etiquette.
So
and
there's no way you're cutting.
Huh?
There's no way you're going to cut.
No way we would cut.
Okay.
And Will's like, should we go on the single rider line? And we're like, that exists. And so he goes up to the girl. He's like, single rider? We literally get taken up to the very front because no one is on to the single rider. So I did have to ride with people I didn't know, but who cares?
Worth it.
We got to skip an hour and a half wait.
Yeah, I would do that too.
And go. It is a little weird screaming next to someone you don't know. And I was planning on not screaming, but on some of them, they were just like coming out of me given the waves of the ride. And I was like, whoa! Then I was like, damn, I don't know this person next to me. Sam was next to a child.
That's cute.
But one of them was like, I was kind of like, anyway, the ride, lackluster. There was nothing about it that was even like really related to Emperor's New Groove. There was no like characters. Like maybe you heard some sound bites and stuff when you went around.
With like if I were designing the ride, I'm imagining the first thing they would do would be like pull the lever, Gronk, and you
Yeah,
like
exactly. And then you pull a lever at the beginning.
nothing.
No levers.
No levers.
What?
No levers. And like, I think it was Sam or Will were like, I was worried we weren't even going to be able to get up on that loop. We weren't even going fast enough. Like he was like,
Really?
I was
Oh my
worried.
God.
But we did obviously. But they were like, it wasn't very fast. So like, how did we make that loop? It's very interesting being there because like we did Indiana Jones on Single Rider too, same thing.
Love Indiana
And
Jones.
hearing them all speak Japanese was like very cool. And then
it seems obvious, but
I know. And then like they did like a bunch of like dancing parades and stuff with characters and they were all speaking Japanese. And
I
it was
love
like,
it.
oh, this is so cool.
yeah.
Did the Indiana Jones voice actor have like similar like
Tones?
delivery to the American Indiana Jones?
Yeah, but no, I'll notice like way less talking
Oh, okay.
than our ride.
Yeah.
Because they're like just I think more to the point.
Yeah.
So there was way less dialogue.
This makes me want to go to Disneyland, honestly.
I know.
I'm curious. How did the allergy card go?
The allergy card.
Oh my God.
Because poor Noel is there and he's allergic to seafood, and they use seafood in like almost everything.
What did he eat?
We
The
found
egg sandwiches.
he didn't like those.
Oh no.
But luckily, like our friends Jess and Mike, who planned so much of the trip, were so nice and thoughtful and like picked a bunch of like restaurants that weren't all seafood, and like we had a lot of beef with those days.
Sounds good.
Which was like insane beef. Like everything they
All the food was
do
good.
food wise, they do like top notch.
Yeah.
But the allergy card was funny because like it was kind of like long. And
Yeah.
so like they'd read it and they'd be like,
Jesus.
okay. And like it was just like watching their reactions, like, and also just like him handing everything
Yeah.
was so funny about the card because it was just like waiting to see how they react. Cause like I'm just like picturing one chef to be like, get out of here.
Yeah.
And that did happen. I went to like a tempura place, and Noel loves tempura, but
Yeah.
like, and he'll eat it here. He'll just eat the vegetables
Yeah.
and not the shrimp.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I want to order this and this. And then like I gave her the card and she was just like, no. And I was like, so like, yeah, I can't order this. She was just like, no, I'm sorry. And I was just like, okay. No.
Like, what can I get with this card?
Yeah. She's just like, no. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just get this. And then like, I was like, does she think that I have the allergy? Because Noel wasn't with me. And like, yeah, it went really well. It was very helpful to have, but it was just very funny to see. And like, yeah. Also, everyone takes their shoes off.
In restaurants?
Yeah, in some restaurants you take your shoes off.
Wow.
Yeah. But they all take their shoes off like in rooms and stuff. So in our hotel room, and like we do that in our house, and sometimes it's like people don't know.
Yeah.
People don't know, or they don't think it's like normal, but to me it's like, oh, it's just cleanly.
Yeah.
They do that everywhere. And so like when we got into our hotel room, the guy like took his shoes off and like was walking around in our room showing us everything in his socks.
Oh, that's
and I was
so
just like, oh,
sweet.
it's so cute. What else?
Loved it. 10 out of 10 experience for the most part.
Very like I feel like it's a very good experience to just kind of see how to be a more polite, like, and aware of your surroundings kind of thing. Like, it's just a very humbling experience because you're just like, and I feel like a lot of people could use it.
Yeah. It's
Like-
always nice to like go someplace so different than your own experience
Yes.
and like take in what they have to
Yes.
offer. I mean, it's a nice change.
And especially here, like, just how, like, I think rude
We can
people can be, and just like kind of self-absorbed. It's like kind of like a lot of people could use this trip
Yeah.
to like really see how to be more aware of your surroundings. Like also, no one talks. You're not
To
so,
each
like,
other?
No. So like when you go to like a ramen meal, no one's talking. You're just there
quiet in
to
the
eat. It's
restaurant?
quiet. There was one person talking in the one ramen restaurant we went to, and they were American, and everyone could hear them.
Oh, no.
But like that's what I mean is like we
Just
were
observe
we
what-
were very
yeah.
okay. Feel the room. No one's talking. We're not going to be talking. And like we knew before that going into it, like when you're there, like you're kind of there to eat and like enjoy the food that you've been given, and that's it. And so you go to restaurants, like there's some more social restaurants that, you know, but like there's certain things like sushi and like ramen. It's very just like you're there to eat and that's it. And so they don't really talk to each other. Like talking and having a leisurely date for like 2.5 hours, you do that at a restaurant here, no problem.
Yeah.
There, no, because it's like there's only so many seats. There's a line out the door. You're in and you're out.
Because
Yes. And then in public, no one's talking, like on the streets. Like it's
Does
very
it feel quiet?
Yeah, it's dead silent.
What?
Yeah, and like people talk, but they talk like to each other at a very like low vocal volume.
So you think people would notice me at my volume?
Yes. Like no one is like in a group setting like talking and laughing.
Wow.
If they are, they're probably foreigners. And the people who are from there that are talking, they'll talk. I'm sure they're like with, you know, I heard people talking, but it wasn't like
It was whispers. It was like,
it was contained.
yeah.
It was very like aware.
So where did
of
you
everyone
talk
else.
to the people that you were with? Like where did
We
you guys?
talked quietly in our group. But we were still probably louder than everyone else, you know?
Like that's just so interesting.
Or even like on the subway. This is like Jess told me, like Will fell asleep and he had his legs crossed.
Oh no. Was that bad?
Yeah. So this older lady walked by and she kept going like trying to like signal that she was going through. There was tons of space, but she was like kind of signaling that she was going through, and then Jess was like, "Oh, so like if you look, like no one here is crossing their legs." And I looked, no one on the train had their legs
My legs
crossed.
are currently
I was crossing my legs too. But I was like, mine had like kept more in, and like Will's just taller, so his leg was more out. So she was signaling that she was like going to be walking in front of him.
So like uncross your legs.
So like uncross your legs, but he was asleep, so he didn't see it. And like I told him when he woke up, I'm like, uncross your legs, and he uncrossed them. But then he didn't realize why. So he was like, why are you telling him? I was like, because like no one here is doing that. It's just one of those things where you do something and then you subtly look around and you're like, no one here has their legs crossed, because it's like it's more in the way for people. Everyone's like containing it. Like
everyone's thinking of somebody else.
Yes. There's so much awareness about everyone else. And I feel like in some ways it's like it's very nice, because I just feel like so many other places are so selfish and so like individualistic. Mm-hmm. It's like it's just about you.
Yeah.
And it's kind of nice to see like people care about.
Well, not even
much.
some people. It's like that many people.
Yes.
All at once.
Yes.
That's a really good point, Sarah.
That was so condescending.
But it's time to wrap it up.
We didn't get to any of our points.
I know, but it was fun.
That was fun.
We got a very, very important drama to break down in the bonus, the Hoodie Girl drama.
Okay, so it's real drama, not...
It's drama. Oh my
Hello
gosh, and we
Kitty
forgot
drama.
the other drama too.
What?
The other drama, the Ariana drama.
Oh my God. Ooh.
It's gonna be full of
It's
drama.
full of drama.
Finally.
Yeah.
I've been looking for drama all day.
We got stuff to unpack.
and I had cartoon
Whoa,
drama.
whoa, whoa, you guys are forgetting the big drama that I dropped.
It was the worst drama I've ever been told. The worst drama.
No?
It'll be like my lowest
it's
level of
actually
drama.
like no one is talking about.
Thank God.
They're gonna make a Netflix documentary.
No, I
about
hope not.
Keroppi's disappearance.
No.
because Hello Kitty is silencing people.
Oh my God. Is she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy cat.
Yeah.
That's why you shouldn't get cats. Just kidding. I love cats and everyone that has them. Not Alex though.
Where can they unpack all this
Yeah.
drama?
We are gonna continue on in the bonus at patreon.com/AWSF pod, and it'll be a good time. Join us
Full
there.
of drama. Full.
Yeah. Keroppi drama.
Bye.
Bye.